almost 200 yards rushing at this point. So he's done a great job running inside, but when he gets to the open field, he shows he has the speed to get it done.
Noah Bosket, Clay Wood are the deep men for the Raiders. Clay at the 10, Noah at the 15, and 2 men in front of him right around the 25-yard line. Here's the approach. Line drive, dropped, but then recovered by Brian Smith. Brian Smith stopped after the return to near the 38-yard line.
So we'll see where they spot it. One official has it to 39, the other at the 38. And
number 28,
we'll go back to the 38, as you say, Bob. So 1st and 10 from the 38 with plenty of time on the clock here in the 4th quarter.
An 8-point difference now. Those extra points adding up relatively quickly. And here's a long bomb downfield. Will we have interference? That was intended for Andrew Clark near his 32-yard line.
If anything there, it probably was offensive interference.
Yeah, he looked like he was pushing off Andrew Clark.
Andrew trying to get a little separation.
And it draws some defensive interest from the Express. And they are talking to Nick Root of the Express defensive team. And the Raiders are going to march backward.
I've noticed a lot more in the NFL game. The officials just turn to the sideline and look at the coach, and they tell the coach what's what and ask the coach to just tell them what they want to do. In high school, we still need to relay it through a player from the coach. Tends to slow things down just a little bit, but Nick Root getting the call from Coach McCauley and going to push him back.
Offensive pass interference on the Raiders.
So it was offensive pass interference on Andrew Clark. And that will cost them 15 yards.
That's a 15-yard penalty.
Lots of time for the Raiders, but a long job. That's a completed pass to Bosket. Gets hit by Davis at the 30-yard line and goes face down as he lands on the turf for the completion, but Rancid still second and an eternity to get back to the original line of scrimmage, which right now is the 38, and the 48 is where they need to be for a first down.
It's a gain of 8, the 2nd and 17 for the Raiders.
Out of the gun. Clark will be flushed out of the pocket. He unloads a pass, and it's dropped by Felinchek at the 40.
Nice ball by Jack Chalk there. Trevor unable to come up with it, but showing he really can throw the ball that time, throwing it on the run. And a 3rd and long. Express trying to sub a little bit on their defense, trying to keep some people fresh.
Yeah, Jared Lewis coming out of the game right now defensively. Chalk again ready, and lots of time. Now out of the pocket, running, throwing. Clark open, completed. Nelly makes an adjustment, points some direction for some blocking. He's got a first down, short of the 40-yard line, near the 41 of Elmira.
So I've got that as a 30-yarder. That gives Clark 142 yards receiving today on 4 catches. Big first down for Horseheads on 3rd and long.
Well, 2 touchdowns so far for Andrew Clark on the afternoon. A 3rd would certainly help their cause, but they do it a little bit at a time. There's a running play to Bosket. Bosket running from left to right. Jumps over one fallen player. We've got a flag on the play as the play ends up out of bounds.
Number 11, Robert.
Well,
Number 11,
about a 4-yard gain for Bosket, but
flag on the play.
Kind of launched out of bounds there, kind of thrown out of bounds, and they're going to call 15. The Express coaches asking for a little bit of an explanation. That
face mask.
Oh.
On the Express.
Obviously, we could not see it because of the players in our view, but all you could see was Bosket rolling head over heels there on the far sideline, and so hence we get the face mask penalty call. 9:27 to go, and the Raiders will have another first down. Continuing now from the 24-yard line. Trips to the near side for the Raiders. In the backfield, Chalk rather. It's complete to Bosket. Bosket continues to fight his way downfield and dropped at the 11-yard line. The tackle made by Hunter Gilbert. First down, Raiders.
20 yards to Bosket, so Chalk now over 250 yards passing. Bosket with 39 yards receiving.
So first and goal for Horseheads. Trying to regain their status right now in this football game. Here is Chalk keeping the football. He'll be denied just barely as he reaches just outside the goal line.
Tackle by number 55.
Let's call it the 1-yard line. So second and goal at the 1 for the Raiders. Andrew Clark lines up wide on the left side. Not a lot of room, short side of the field. Chalk sends a man in motion. That's Felinchek, but it's a keeper by Chalk, and he's actually going to lose a yard. Contained on the left side. And now we got a difference of opinion expressed out there. Tim Davis coming up with fire in his eye.
So a great stop by the Express.
And Bosket was lying on his wallet there as Davis got up. Had to be restrained by a couple of his teammates.
Personal foul. Offsetting personal foul calls.
Going to call it on both teams, the personal foul. So,
well, Davis was a little more demonstrative than Bosket.
Looks like Horseheads going to take a timeout.
Timeout, Horseheads.
And that's what they will do. Don't forget the Home Expo ongoing at First Arena, sponsored in part by WYDC TV. And they are one of our sponsors today on RLM Sports and 1410 WELM as we bring you this matchup. And it's been a classic in relation to recent, in the last 4 or 5 years, where Elmira has pretty much run roughshod over Horseheads, but right now only a 8-point difference with 8:30 to play.
Yeah, Jack Chalk 13 for 16 in this game. A tremendous performance in his second varsity start. So he's thrown 1 interception, but he has the 3 touchdown passes. He isn't getting it done on the ground as he did last week. He's only got 25 yards rushing, but what a tremendous job. And the Express, we've talked a lot about the Horseheads defense being a little bit fatigued with the heat. We would be remiss if we didn't say most of the Express players are two-way players as well. So those kids have been on the field all day as well in this humidity, but they're doing a great job here trying to make a goal line stand and keep the Raiders out of the end zone.
All right, it's third and goal at the 4-yard line for Horseheads. Jesse Wintermute to the left of quarterback Chalk. Clark, a wide receiver, left side. Bosket, right side. And diving straight ahead is Wintermute.
Number 42, Jesse Wintermute on the carry.
I think at best he got to the 2-yard line.
It looked like Jesse struggled to get his footing a little bit there.
Well, it's now 4th and goal. So the sign will be flashed from the sideline. And here we go. Chalk again, sets him in motion to Bosket. Bosket sweep right side, tries to get a corner, he's in, touchdown. And once again, we have not 1, but 2 flags thrown.
Holding on the Raiders.
So a huge holding call is going to be assessed against Horseheads. So take away the score and move them back. Again, that's going to put The Raiders, by my count, near 100 yards in penalties, at least 90 at this point. So 10 penalties against the Raiders assessed today. 6 against the Express for 55 yards.
That brings the ball out, Rance, to the 11-yard line.
Looks like we just picked up another flag. Okay, no. So I guess we're taking another timeout. Looks like the Raiders.
So it'll be fourth and goal at the 11-yard line for Horseheads after the water break. And just when you think you're in pretty good shape and you come back to haunt yourself.
They just called for an untimed down by the motion of the official, but obviously the clock will run on this play.
Well, it's a pass all for nothing. Andrew Clark pulls it in. An 11-yard touchdown pass from Chalk to Clark. Andrew Clark's third touchdown this afternoon.
Awful difficult to defend Andrew Clark down in the red zone. And Jack Chalk, the pass just a little bit behind Andrew, but he's able to reach back and make that play. It looks like the Raiders are going to want to take a timeout because this two-point conversion will be an opportunity to tie this up. They go 7 plays. They cover 62 yards, and they're trying to tie this one up with the conversion.
Friday night will be in Corning as the Hawks host the Binghamton Patriots. Corning seeking its second win of the year last night, falling to the Vestal Golden Bears shutout 17-0. The Ithaca Little Red put a scare in the Patriots last night as Binghamton was able to hold off Little Red for their second win of the year, or first win of the year. And now we're looking at Corning entering Friday night's game at 1-1. That'll be a 7 o'clock start. And again, we'll have radio, TV, and internet coverage for you. Binghamton at Corning. Here comes a 2-point conversion try by the Raiders. Jesse Wintermute is in. We're tied once again, this time at 34.
Jesse Wintermute on the carry. And with 7:47
so the Raiders are pumped up on their sideline as they tie this thing up. What a game we have today on the game of the week.
34 apiece. Fans, it's time for us to take a break. And we'll be right back.